Okay, welcome in the second part of the series, like video series, how do you call it, like playlist, whatever. So before 2019 reads. Hello, what's up? Hope you're good. So today we're gonna talk about the series I'm planning on finishing before 2019. So there is absolutely no way I'm gonna read all of them, plus the 10 books I've shown you on the other video, so books I would like to finish before 2019. So now we're gonna talk about the series. So I have a lot of them, so we're gonna go super quick. So the first book is so not gonna be a surprise because this is Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. So I got this book in my Waterstone, so downtown Brussels, and it was available 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, a week before the official release day. So I'm super happy and excited about this one. And yeah, I was like willing to do like a Muse of Nightmares review, but I will not do that. I will just probably vlog my reading experience with this book. That I don't want to do a review of it because you actually really need to read the first one, Strange the Dreamer. You have to read that book. You have, believe me. Then, I don't know if you know, but I read this book a few days ago, so Huntress by Carrington-Russell. I believe you say Kaya because I used to say Kia. So please let me know in the comments if you say Kia or Kaya in English. So I read that book, and so I obviously want to finish the series with Token Vampire and Token Wolf. So the first book was actually a 5 stars book for me. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm really into her writing style because I used not to be a fan of paranormal romances, but now I'm a huge fan. But I believe I'm just a fan of hers and not of the whole style. Whatever, I don't know if I lost you somewhere, but yeah. And then the second book, it's not released yet, but it's gonna be released in November. So I've read The Shadow Mind's Journal by Carrington-Russell, so the same author, and I love that book. It was a 5 stars as well, and I know the second one is coming in November, so I'm planning on reading the second one before the end of 2018. Then another book, another series I want to finish with A Conjuring of Light by Schwab. So I've read A Darker Shade of Magic, I've read A Gathering of Shadows with Dummy, so both with Dummy. So it was actually starting with a buddy read, and now it's a series buddy read, which I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, this is a chunky book, but I really want to finish the series before the end of the year so I can start fresh and maybe try to read Vicious and Vengeful. That's her new series, right? The second book just released a few days ago. No? Yeah, I think so. Then I don't own the physical copy of this series yet, but I'm planning on buying it. So I've got Weregirl from Chuseiko on NetGalley, and thank you again for sending me the book. So I'm planning on reading the second book and the third book, Chimera and Typhon, and I really enjoyed it. And it's not because it's about werewolves and I'm a fan of wolves, etc., but simply because this is the best werewolf story I've ever read. Like, usually it's very cliche, like just imagine Teen Wolf series in a book, and that's what I used to read. Like, not that I was liking it, but that's what I found in werewolf stories. And this one was so realistic and so not a cliche that I really fell in love with all the characters and the story, and it wasn't that tropey or anything, so I really enjoyed it. So if you would like to try something different, or if you tried some werewolf stories in the past, you didn't like them, and want to try something new, maybe you could try this series. Then another series, it's not actually a book but a manga. So I've read Death Note 1, so this is volume 1 and volume 2 of the manga, and I just want to continue with the series and read book 2, so volume 3 and 4 of the manga. And I love the story so much, I love the anime so much, so I just want to keep reading it, and I love the edition. Next book is actually an ebook because I didn't buy the a paper version of this book. Wow, I lost myself somehow. But yeah, so I read Caraval like a very long time ago, and I know that Legendary came out like a little while ago, and so I would like to read it, but this is definitely not on my priority TBR. Let me explain you. I wasn't a fan of Caraval. It doesn't mean that I didn't like it or that I hate it, but I wasn't a fan. I absolutely didn't care about what was happening. And I know this is so strange. This is definitely an unpopular opinion or whatever, because you seem to be like all in love with this book, and that's fine. I'm happy for you if you loved it. It's just that when I was reading it, I knew it was fake, but not fake like in other books. Like in other books, you know, that everything is fake, so dragons don't exist, etc. But here you knew that it was fake in something fake, so it was a fake game in a book, in a fake story, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, this is happening, but I don't care, this is actually a game. Nothing is really happening, nothing is true in this book, you know what I mean? So I don't know how come, but I didn't feel involved in the story, and I'm not sorry for that. It's okay not to really enjoy a very popular book. And yeah, but I definitely would like to read the second one to see if it's different or not, but yeah. Then I would love to read Wildcard by Mary Lou. So I've read Warcross a while ago, really loved it, didn't like the end. I didn't like the ending, like the way it ends, but I'm really curious and I really want to continue with the series, so I want to read Wildcard. Then I want to finish the series All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness. So I read the first one, A Discovery of Witches, a long time ago, like a very long time ago, and I really loved it, and I just want to finish the series because I feel bad for not having finishing it already. Okay, so another book that I've read like ages ago and I want to read the sequel to it, so I want to read The Fates Divide by Veronica Roth, because I read Carve the Mark like a long time ago. Even it was in French, I read it in French, and I just want to finish the series. I don't know if it's a duology or if it's gonna be a trilogy, whatever. I just want to continue and see how's the second book. And then I would like to read the sequel to a book I've just finished. I listened to it as an audiobook, so it was The Last Samsara, so by Kristen Cicciarelli, and the second one is The Caged Queen that came out like a few days ago, I believe. So I'm really curious about that one. I don't know if I'm gonna read it as an ebook, as a book, or if I'm gonna listen to it because I did that for the first book. I really don't know. I don't know. And then on this list I have 3 series that I want to read, but I haven't started them yet. Like I really have to start from book 1, but I didn't know where to put, so I decided to put them in this video. So the first series I haven't started yet is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, A Close and Common Orbit, and the third one is gonna be over there, so by Becky Chambers. So I'm really excited about these books because I know a few people really loved it, and I usually share like my liking with them. Is that English? Whatever. So, and it's sci-fi, so I'm really into it. It's also LGBT, and we're not gonna follow the same characters, so the story is gonna be different. So I'm really curious. I just want to dive in and see what it is actually. Then another series that I'm planning on starting soon is Ariadne's and Anassa by Josh Martin. This was definitely a cover buy, but I'm really intrigued by the story as well. It doesn't seem anything new. As usual, I feel like in YA we always read something similar but written totally different. So I'm really excited. I hope I will get to them one day soon. And the last series is actually not one that I own because it's actually traveling. It left like Book Depository a day ago, whatever, but it's on its way. And this is the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so the Grishaverse trilogy by Leora Dougal. Just because I want to read all of her books, or kinda, before her new book coming out in January, King of Scars. king of score, yeah, something like that. So these are some books, and you can add a lot of them actually, because I don't own all of them, so this is super huge. So I really don't think, like, honestly, I won't be able to read all of them, but my wish is, like, if I really had to pick books that I really want to read before 2019, it will be in this TBR and not on the other video, like 10 books I would like to finish, I would like to read before 2019, because I really feel like I want to finish series, because if you don't do that, you never do that. You always postpone it, and that's not okay. I don't feel okay about it, and I know I should just relax and tell myself that reading is actually a hobby. I should not pressure myself, and I do not actually. I totally agree with a lot of you wolves, but yeah. I hope this video wasn't too boring, or I wasn't going too fast. I know I didn't give you a description of each book, but it's just that I will feel it would last super long if I did. So, but as usual, all the links to the GoodReads pages will be down below, so if you're interested in one book, you can just click down below and you will have like the description of the books, I mean the plot and the reads and the genre, etc, etc. It's always like this, like every time I speak about a book, I speak about a person, a channel, or whatever, everything's gonna be down below. So yeah, I try to make your life easy, at least easier, and not putting everything there, you know what I mean? So yeah. So wolves, let me know what series you would like to finish before 2019, if there is one you haven't finished yet, or there is one you really want to start, so we can all share that together. I don't know, I was supposed to say something, I mean I was about to say something, but I forgot, so never mind. So wolves, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to be a part of the pack. Yeah, so see you in the next video. Till then, take care, bye.